Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you're capable of more, but something keeps on holding you back? That's where Phil comes in. Phil is a professional master coach and a master practitioner in NLP, timeline therapy and hypnotherapy with years of real-world experience building and growing businesses. His passion is simple: helping you reimagine your life or your business, break through limitations and build unstoppable momentum for good. Whether you want a powerful one-off session or ongoing support where Phil walks you through every step of the way, everything is tailored to you and your goals. If you're ready for real, lasting change, Phil might be exactly who you've been looking for. To find out more of what Phil does, just visit philhanlon.com for more information. George & Co. create crafted spaces that stand the test of time. Royal Society of Architects Wales award winners and Wales Home of the Year regional winners. Featured on TV and in leading magazines, they are based in Merthyr and Swansea, designing exceptional homes across Wales. They proudly sponsor today's episode.
Oh, you're filming? You're filming
It's
now?
on now, yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
Episode 37, Mark.
37.
37 is unbelievable. Yeah, it's just, we haven't stopped, have we?
We haven't.
Not blowing our own trumpets. We haven't stopped in the last
I'll blow out trumpets. We haven't stopped. This year, series, if you live in the UK.
Yeah.
It's been a bit full on. But we wouldn't have it any other way.
No, we wouldn't.
Actually wouldn't.
No. But we've got another amazing guest for you on today. They've come all the way from Staffordshire, which is, well, appreciate you coming down.
Yeah.
How do you spell Staffordshire?
I don't know, but obviously without the or something.
Because you didn't get it right in the notes.
No, I didn't.
Ah,
Yeah,
useless. Stoke-on-Trent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's where I work.
So you work in Stoke-on-Trent,
Yeah.
you're from Staffordshire.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Always handy to know.
Yes. So, welcome to the podcast, Chloe Dale.
Hi.
You okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Nervous?
Yeah, it's my first podcast.
We like that. We like being the first podcast, because
Yes.
then realistically you can only go up.
Oh, exactly.
You can only go up. You'll have such a terrible experience. The rest you can only go up. So it's fine.
But no, thank you so much for coming down all this way. It means a lot to us.
Yeah.
So, basically a quick introduction. Mental health advocate, basically, in the I would imagine you are in sort of the trucking community sort of thing. You are an ambassador for two mental health awareness brands, which is
Girl Talk and Mental Truckers.
Yeah, which is brilliant. And you're well known in the sort of TikTok, Instagram kind of place.
Are you classed as an influencer? Do you class
No,
yourself
I
as
don't
an
class
influencer?
myself as an influencer. Everyone goes everyone goes at me. Oh, yeah, like, oh, you're famous. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just normal.
But are you a content creator?
I'd say that, yeah.
Yeah, by definition, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
You're content creating truck driver.
Yeah.
under the handle Trucker Snail.
Yes.
I'm going to start with that.
Oh, I know what you're going to ask.
Where did that come from? So,
I don't know. I was snail before I was driving, so I was like, it's a bit of an odd conversation, that one.
well, fair enough. If it's not for a podcast, then that's fine. But if you're not,
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Those that know will know. We'll leave it like that.
No, it's not in a rude sense. I just I've been snail since I was 16, and then I've just like incorporated it in like the driving when I started driving.
Ah, okay.
Just a bit slow in the head.
I thought it was because you were a slow truck driver. As in, like, you drove slowly, not like you're a slow truck driver.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Especially on a
That's
Friday.
Okay.
So a bit of an introduction from you then. So tell us about yourself, what you do, and how you come into the mental health sort of realm then.
So I just started driving when I was 21. Like me, it took me heavy goods and after that I thought, we'll just do a bit of like TikToking. So we did a bit of social media, and then it got up a bit, and then it grew, and then I grew, and then I grew, and then Queen of the Roads, Chris, contacted me and said, do you want to get involved with like doing a news article on Facebook? So we did, and then Karen from Girl Talk was like, do you want to be a part of Girl Talk? And I was like, oh, go on then.
It does that.
Yeah.
It does. It tends to happen like
Well, I
that.
was like, because I wore like a Girl Talk top on one of my pictures, and then there was another picture of me wearing a crop top and shorts, and everyone was like some women on there were like other women drivers, like, put some clothes on, like, this is ridiculous. You're naked, you're driving a truck, for God's sake, it's your job. I'm like, well, one, I weren't driving, and two, I've lost 5 stones, so I can go around naked if I want to.
You've earned the right.
So where did your interest in lorry driving kind of start then?
So when I was a kid, well, I'd been in a lorry since I was 4 years old. So when my mum, when my mum died, I think it was about, was it 4.5? I was 4.5 when my mum died, and my dad struggled to look after me and my brother when we were kids, and he had no childcare. So the best thing that he could have done was put us in a truck with him. So we drove around the country with my dad in the truck because he had no childcare, and that was my interest really. Yeah.
Yes, you sort of come into it. Obviously, I would say most truck drivers then are. They have family members who've started it from a young age as well.
I think as well. What was it as well? So my dad, my granddad, my great granddad was a lorry driver, and then my great granddad was a lorry driver. So I think it was like 1890s we began driving in the family,
which is incredible, really. When you look at that, and I suppose you as well then to kind of break the mold as well and be like a female truck driver in what's traditionally, and I say traditionally, like a male role, a male world.
Yeah.
And kind of breaking them. I think it's great.
See, I don't see it as that. I always, because everyone goes on about women truck drivers, and I just see myself as a lorry driver at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like I don't put myself in that bracket. I'm just a lorry driver. I'm the same as everyone else because I've grown up with it as a kid. It's in my blood. Like I just see it as something normal in my eyes, and then obviously everyone's getting into it, and it's like women truck drivers. I love it. I love it. When I see a woman, I'm like waving down the road.
But no, it's such a male-dominated kind of industry to be in, and it's great to see. Like you said, I don't want to kind of say, it's great to see women truck drivers. It sounds patronising, but it's good that because you see a lot of online videos of women driving into sites, for instance, or to places, and then the people who are normally have been doing it for years, seeing men drive, and they go, I don't know why they're taken back from it.
Yeah.
But then the silly comments start coming in, then they're like, sure, you can get on, or do you want my help, or this and that sort of thing. How does that kind of, have you come into that?
When I first started when I first started driving, some sites where I went to didn't like accommodate for women, so they didn't have like the right facilities. Like they didn't have any like the toilets. Everyone was sharing a cubicle that had like shit around the toilet seat, and I'm like, I don't really want to sit on that. Like, I'll hold it in and go to services.
Fair enough.
But now, I think because we go to different sites now, I think it's more accommodating now. Like you see a lot more. There's female toilets. You see a lot of females on site, and it's like it's becoming the more normal.
It's become these stereotyped norms of obviously, I work for a trucking company. Right, you work in the office, do you? No, I drive the truck.
Yeah.
That's good. Isn't it great what they let women do now? That's that type of mindset. I think is probably still quite prevalent, and I think it's really important, as you have said yourself, that you distinguish yourself just as a lorry driver.
Yeah. You're
not a female lorry, though you are by definition on who you are, but you are a lorry driver, and that's just your job.
Yeah.
You don't turn around to someone and say, you're a male policeman officer, do you? well, no, you're just a police officer.
You're a police officer.
You know, a male butcher. Well, no, I'm just a butcher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it's cool.
I had a bloke come in the back. I was driving and I had a bloke come into the back of me in a car, and he said, "It's your fault." I said, "It isn't my fault." He said, You've hit my back end. And this police officer, and like I think they were off duty, or they were going off duty, and they pulled over and he went, "Are you the one that's driving this truck?" I said, "Yeah, I'm driving this truck."
But you mentioned that your mum died when you were quite young. Then
Yeah. So when I was down, I think. Was I upstairs then? No, I was downstairs. So me and my mum were making toast and she collapsed in front of me.
Oh, right, okay.
And I can't remember, I still remember this, it's mad. And then my dad just rung the ambulance, then he rung my auntie, and my dad shouted, like, go upstairs now. So I'm running up the stairs, and he locked me in my mum's and dad's bedroom, and I was like, I don't know what was going on. Everyone was panicking. The whole family were around there. And then I come down, I opened the door, and there was just so much commotion going on downstairs. And I just peeked down the stairs and saw my mum being, resuscitated. My auntie resuscitated my mum on the floor, tried to get rid of all she had, I'm just trying to think, it was like all blood and sick, and she was trying to clear airways so that she could breathe. And my dad was like, go upstairs. So I ran back up into the room, got locked in again, and then I came back down the stairs, and the ambulance was tending to my mum, and they got there really quick. And I peeked through the banisters, and I just saw them take my mum out to the front door. That was the last time I saw. They just took her out on the stretcher, and that was the last time I saw her. That was the last time my memory of her. And then, but I've still got nice memories of it, like as a kid.
Yeah.
But
it
was a traumatic time. I think 4.5, nearly 5. I think you can still remember things, but I think it traumatised me because I can remember it because nobody told me how my mum died. And when I think I was around about 10 years old, and then I told my dad the story, and he went, "Where did you hear that from?"
Yeah.
And I said, "I remember it, Dad. I've just kept it
He was there.
kept it in with myself because I didn't want to tell anyone." And then as I grew older, I've just told my dad, and my dad was like, he couldn't believe that I remembered.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like, it is a trauma.
Well, yeah, and I think
experience.
normally the mind does one of two things, doesn't it? It either protects, so it'll blanket.
Yeah.
Or it's burned so much into your memory that you can't forget it, no matter how much you try. And as you said, obviously, the fact that it was obviously very sudden. 1 minute you're making toast, the next minute, right, you need to go upstairs. Something's happening. Yes, and obviously leaving your dad alone, because I can imagine then that your dad would have been.
My dad was only 24.
Know what I mean? It's it's young, innit?
My mum was 26 and my dad was 24.
The years lead in then, obviously, because you can remember that scene then, did that stay with you through your teens, the teenage? So how did you grow up not having your mum, knowing that?
I think because of how my mum died, I think the whole family jumped on board afterwards, and they kind of just bundled me and my brother up, and kind of we got looked after by everybody else in the family, well, my dad and the family.
The reason why I ask is where we are today. Stephen, who was nicely given us this space, he lost his wife a few years ago. I can't remember the time. And he has a son, and that's what I mentioned it on one of our other episodes where one of our guests lost his son his son that he's lost, his mother died as well at a young age, and he was wondering how he should go about it. Then it's like, how does he now bring up this child alone sort of thing,
and work and
carry on
and carry on. That's
like
when my dad went. The house was fully paid for with like my mum's life insurance, but then he had to go to work, he had to look after me and my brothers, and he had to juggle everything else. I think he went for a job, but he left his job on the Friday, and my mum passed away on the Sunday, and he was going in for a job interview on the Monday, so he had to juggle up. He had to ring up and say, look, I can't come into work. So he had to try and find a job and then look after, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old.
So we touched upon then life on the road then as a female truck driver.
Yeah.
Lorry
Oh,
driver?
sorry, as a
Lorry
lorry
driver.
driver.
Come on now.
Sorry. Which means that...
Chauvinist pig.
God.
All the ones that get cancelled on.
I know.
Just have all these lorry drivers who happen to be women all saying, do you hear the way that pig spoke to her?
I'll cut that out now. The line of industry you're in, then you travel up and down the country, which then requires you to have nights out.
Yeah.
Nights out and daunting anyway.
Yeah.
But does it affect you more than that? Again,
So when I've nighted out, when I night out now, I get going onto site and I get locked up for the evening now because of previous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What I remember you doing a video on TikTok about one of your situations.
So I don't really want to say, but can I say where I parked or not?
Can do that.
Well, I parked in Wolverhampton, and I thought it was safe, and I thought, it's all right. I think it was like a little industrial estate, and I parked up, had my tea, gone to bed, bang, 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 bang. I was like, I just went like that. My eyes just went open. I was just like, shut up, don't say anything. And it was like on the door, and then it was bang, 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 bang on the window. But it was with like a key or something. It was like a tapping sound, yeah. And then they'd gone round the other side and went bang, 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 and I'm going, fuck. Sit there, I just lay there. And I got my phone out and started filming it, and he was bang, 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 bang. And he was on for about 5-10 minutes. And he was just lurking around my truck. You could just see him, I was like, no. Don't peek. Keep shut up. And I didn't realise at the time we've got emergency buttons. On our new cameras in the truck, the AI cameras, you could press the button and it fires alarm out to my boss.
Really?
Yeah, so you press the button and it sends an alarm out to my boss in HR.
Oh, okay.
So at 3:30 in the morning, I was like, oh my, what the fuck do I do? I was like, do I ring the police? If they hear that I'm on the phone, will they say anything? Or will they try and smash my window? So I heard a car engine start up beside the truck, and then at the end of your curtains, I peeked, and it was 2 blokes that got in the car and just drove off. But I didn't know who they were or what they were doing there.
See, it shouldn't be that difficult, should it?
No. I think I don't have anything in my windows to say that I'm a woman. The only thing that I've got is pink curtains. That's all I've got, really. But
yeah, but even then, that's not an indicator, really, is it? Because and it is like you said, it is worrying because at the end of the day, they have no idea who's in that cab at all. It could be anybody, and you shouldn't have that. Whether you're male or female or whatever, as any sort of, you shouldn't be in fear of.
Yeah.
As part of my job, my role, I may have to do overnight. I shouldn't have to be in fear that someone's going to try and do whatever, because you didn't actually know what it was.
I don't know who it was or what it was.
It could have been something as kind of simple as they needed help. It could have been something as sinister as they want to kill him.
Yeah.
It's
the thing is, if they were shouting that they want help, I wouldn't get out anyway. I'm sorry.
No, just peek for the curtain. You're on your own.
Yeah.
So after that, then I'm guessing you were on.
I did obviously told my boss what happened. He was a bit like, right, okay, but it was that was dead weird that night because the site that I go to, they had a new boss on, and he was like, you can't say on, he ain't allowed to. And that's when it happened afterwards. So then obviously they all heard what had happened, and they were right, you're parking on site, being locked up, that's not happening again. But the other day I was walking. It was down the same street, and I was locked up inside, and I was walking down the street just getting myself a milkshake, and all these blokes were just like, oh, honey, where are you going? And like, I'm in my hivers and my helmet, just walking down the street. But I don't like it now.
No.
I think since, and it was on the same street that I was walking on, so I was a bit like, oh.
And it's intimidating and it's uncomfortable, and you know, like you said, at the end of the day, it becomes a safety thing, doesn't it? Because you don't want to feel as though you're unsafe. No one likes feeling unsafe.
No,
because even when the immediate threat has passed, you are still a bit kind of a bit looking over your shoulder, a bit uncertain.
But like, when I posted that video online, everyone was commenting like, I've been nighting out for 15 years and that's never happened to me. And I'm like, mate, just calm down. Like, I've not made it up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Again, and that kind of leads me to the next kind of the part then of social media.
Yeah. I got a load of shit for that. Loads of people said so many horrible. I just blanked it out. I didn't even reply to most. I didn't even reply to most of them.
They shouldn't. People shouldn't have. It goes back to the keyboard warrior, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah.
People are still think that they are invincible when they got a keyboard in front of them. What sort of things were they saying?
I'd have to go through them now because there's that many. But there was just so many of, oh, that never happens to me, or oh, it's weird and it's only just happened. That only happens to women drivers.
Trying to discredit, and
loads of people were saying that I was making it up. I was like, I wouldn't make anything like that up.
Yeah,
because I know because a lot of people say social media is such a fake thing. There's a lot of real things out there on it as well, and I post as much as real as I can on there. Do you know what I mean? I don't. Yeah.
And I think that's the danger then, isn't it? Because the social media kind of sphere is what it is, and especially now with AI, because and what's happening with AI and that type of stuff. There's such a move towards people questioning content so much more than we used to, because we used to just assume it's real. See, and like you see it whether it's video of the war in Iran, and they're showing somewhere getting bombed, and you just assume, oh well, it must be because they've said it's Iran. I know that it shouldn't, and then you find out the video is from 3 years ago and it's from a different country. And it's when things are being used in a certain way to kind of twist people's perceptions and that. So it's I've got a real love-hate relationship with social media.
Yeah, you can do some good with it, but it's also evil as well.
God, and like we've seen firsthand, and we whether it's to people we know or how quickly the tide can turn as well, between you being like in people's good books on socials and being like cancelled on socials and all the rest of it. But it's wild. It's a wild old place.
When you started your TikTok, then did you expect it to blow up as it did?
No. How I first started, I think the first ever video that I posted was my Snap-on toolbox. I had this little mini Snap-on toolbox. It was like a jewellery box. And I was just like pulling all the drawers out and showing all my jewellery off, and it just blew up. I think it had like 1.5 million views. I'm going, oh my God, I can do this more often.
I'm a celeb.
I was like, oh my God. So I just kept posting little videos, and then I posted the first trucking video I did was when I passed my test, and I FaceTimed all my family. I didn't tell them. I didn't tell them I'd gone for it. To be fair, I can say it now. So I think I failed a few times on my HGV test, and the woman at where I worked, I was working as a carer before, and my boss said, I think you should just give up now, like just give up, because you're not getting past it all, That's good. It was more for her saying that. I just wanted more motivation for me.
Motivation.
Yeah, it was more motivation. So I went. You know what? Fuck you. So I think there was a cancellation on a Wednesday, and I was working Wednesday, and I thought, fucking idiots, I'll get past this. So I didn't tell no one. I didn't even tell you, did I? Did I tell you? I didn't tell no one. And I turned up on Wednesday, did my test, passed it, and I'm there. I'm like, I haven't told anyone. No one knows I've gone for it. So I FaceTimed the whole of my family, and I obviously screen recorded it all, and I put it on TikTok, and it blew up. So I was like, I'm going to do a bit of this. Like, I quite like, let's just go with this. So that's how I just began.
And in fairness, like that type of stuff is like feel good content as well. Like it's really it's a nice feel good content.
Yeah.
Even with that type of stuff, did you have any kind of adverse things, even with doing something like that nice?
I'm quite lucky because even my boss says I'm quite lucky because I don't get as much hate on social media as other people do.
Yeah.
Only on certain videos I've had hate, but overall I don't actually get a lot of hate from people.
Yeah, because I've noticed that happening more and more. Is even on like the most like pure of like, oh my god, this is like the nicest, most pure thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There'll be at least one.
Yeah.
There's just one that just has to have that, you know, them thumbs have got to type. They've got to say something. So yeah.
So would you want? It's like you see them on TikTok, and you got I don't know, drivers showing you what they sort of do in a situation of loading on a low loader or tipping off something. You always get the person in the comments, "Oh, you shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't do that. That's wrong. That is. That you've put that strap on wrong, or you done it wrong."
How does that sort of? You can.
On tippers, you can't really say that, can you? You can't say you've done it wrong because
no, it just goes up and out.
Up and out. That's it. And then I'm on flatbeds. I'm on the back. To be fair, I had I think it was a couple of months ago, and I was on this road. I think it was just before the M54, and this lorry come up beside of me. He says, "How'd you get away with that?" I says, "What away with what?" He says, "You load." I says, "Wow, what's what with it?" 2 straps, that's it. I have ratchet strap every single bag on mine. I'm like, well, I can't help you that because we've moved that type. It's like class as a moving load, so it's the ash. We've been moving that for 28 years. The company has, and Devos has pulled us up. They've had no issue, nothing. And there's people out on the road saying you're doing it wrong. So I'm just not getting listened to them.
But that's the thing. Is
well, I can't say VOSA now, can you? You have to
DVSA.
DVSA.
Yeah.
When we see one of them on the road, so you kind of, oh no. Even though they're not going to do anything to you.
You haven't done anything, say wrong. Like, you know you've not done anything wrong, but you go, oh my God.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's like when you, I like it, say it. I get it when I see a policeman.
Well, yeah, it's this basically.
You see like a police
I think
car,
everyone
right?
does like, oh my God, his seatbelt on.
Yeah, you have the moment of, oh my God, they're going to pull me over. You haven't done anything wrong.
No.
But you have that split second of that kind of ingrained fear.
Like even if in front of you or behind, you go, check my seatbelt. I've got my seatbelt on. Yeah. Even though you've got it on all the time, you just double check, don't you, everything before.
Knock my phone off.
But no, when they pass, it's like you're thinking of everything. And right, I noticed a little slit in my tyre on my walk around check. I thought it was fine, but they're going to see it, and then they're going to pull you over, and then you're going to check your card, and then you're like, it's fucking.
I can imagine you being, because you quite highly strung.
I've been pulled once.
I've been pulled once.
Have you?
Yeah.
Did you cry before they even asked you to get out?
Nearly. Well,
they let you go.
Yeah, well, I had
with a warning.
I had 6 meters of concrete on the back. It was boiling hot day, and they pulled me over. And they checked my light. Oh, it won't be long now. What we're doing, we what do they say? We're training the traffic officers out to check vehicles over.
Has he got newbies with him?
Yeah, pretty much. So they had everybody's crowding around now.
Then sometimes you'd have to watch that.
Well,
sometimes because you think in my head, because I'm a bit of a pessimist, I'd be there thinking they're going to make an example of me now to show off.
Well, you see, so all I had was a slit in the tyre about that big. Right?
Oh my God, I'm going to come to this in a minute, but yeah, you carry on.
So you'd think now, slit in the tyre. The tyre's about that thick with tread, right? You think, it's fine. Out comes the screwdriver. Whap! Into the screwdriver. And he's like, you can see the code.
Well, you can now, yeah.
What happened to me?
So I'm like, right.
Well, you can now, yeah.
Now you can. He's like, you have to keep you here until you can get it sorted. I'm like, I got 6.5 meters of concrete on the back. It's like 20 odd degrees. I've got 300 litres of water.
I've got a small building that's just been formed on the back. It's dry, mate.
I'm like, we'll do it. How long have you got? I'm like, I said, an hour and a half tops. We won't do your tachograph checks and we'll just do everything. I'm like, okay, sound. So I had to wait for the fitter to come in, change the tyre. And then there was a scrap metal lorry over there. And he said the same, they had me on the tyre, but because they got glass in it, they can't remove the glass.
Oh.
So I'm fine. So I'm like, okay. And then
That's
now,
madness.
so what sort of experience do you have? The same thing?
Same thing. They got a screwdriver. Shook it around.
But then surely
But you
that's
couldn't see.
making
You
it
couldn't
worse.
see. It was on the inner tyre, and it wasn't like on the inner, but it was like on the tread.
Yeah.
And he was like digging into it, and he went, "Yeah, you can't. You can't. That needs to be changed in 10 days." I'm thinking, so is it prohibition?
Yeah, that's right.
That's
yeah.
it. Prohibition for 10 days. So it's got to be changed within those 10 days. Everything else is fine.
Yeah.
Everything else is fine. Just that tyre. I'm thinking.
He said that he scratches the side of
But the thing is, you couldn't see. You had to dig in with the
Yeah.
screwdriver
Yeah.
to see it.
Unbelievable.
That's ridiculous.
I got the site then. Oh my God. It was like, it wasn't concrete anymore. If you would build the revs up on the lorry, it spins faster.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't. It was going ba-dum, ba-bum, and it was just literally coming out with lumps. I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
How much money's worth is that then? For a business?
God. 6 meters, probably, back in the day, I think it was, let's say back in the day, 2021. Probably about 800 quid, something like that.
But then,
So, and then we had
that's
to,
mad, isn't it? Because the police should really be like...
well, it was that bad, then I tipped as much off as I could. The customers were like, we can't use this. So they had to send a grab lorry of ours up then to collect it, and then they had to take another load up then. So we had to use a grab lorry for free to take it away, to dump it off, and then another load for free then up there. It was mad. But yeah, that's why you kind of shit yourself and go, oh, here we go. Your day's ruined then, isn't it, really? Especially for you.
Even if you know you've done nothing wrong,
Yeah.
and you get pulled over, you just know they're going to try and find something.
Yeah.
But then it takes an hour out of your day.
Yeah, it takes an hour out of your day.
So-
I think
Yeah.
I was coming back home and I was like, I'm a bit rough on time,
Yeah.
but if the gate pull me over, I can't really say it. And the thing is, you've got to speak to him really nice.
Nice,
You've got
yeah.
to speak to him
You can't-
like
yeah, you
really
can't-
respectful, because
Yeah.
if they don't like,
They'll find a reason.
yeah.
Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you're capable of more, but something keeps on holding you back? That's where Phil comes in. Phil is a professional master coach and a master practitioner in NLP, timeline therapy and hypnotherapy, with years of real-world experience building and growing businesses. His passion is simple: helping you reimagine your life or your business, break through limitations and build unstoppable momentum for good. Whether you want a powerful one-off session or ongoing support where Phil walks you through every step of the way, everything is tailored to you and your goals. If you're ready for real, lasting change, Phil might be exactly who you've been looking for. To find out more what Phil does, just visit philhanlon.com for more information. Your personal growth then, I would say, going through like you're losing your mum at such a young age, coming into an industry then where it's male dominated, and then starting your TikTok and you're getting all the kind of, not attention on you then, but you've kind of, I don't know, you've become a, like you said, not an influencer, contact creator. You mentioned earlier that you lost 5 stone,
Yes.
Which is incredible.
which
by the
is
way.
fantastic.
So I wasn't. I would say I was about 12.5 stone when I first started driving, and then when I've only been driving. I think I've been driving 3 years this time, and I gained. Well, I got up to 15.5 stone. I'm going, shit. I'm not fitting in my clothes. I don't want to buy another wardrobe. Every time I go to the fuel station, I just see a Greggs, and I'm going, oh, and I'm thinking, I just need to just so. I don't know. I think I took a picture of myself and I'd looked and I'd gone, I think reality hit them. And I was like, no, and I think someone commented on TikTok. I didn't hold that on to an account, but somebody had posted on saying like, you've obviously put some weight on. But I didn't see it and take it in as an offence. I just seen it and things people were starting noticing, and my family had brought it up saying I put some weight on, and I just did it for myself really. And I was like, and I went to the doctors and I started getting arthritis in my knees, and it's because of the weight gain.
And that's what it happens,
and I'm thinking I need to do something about myself. So I did. I went on Manjaro. Doctor was like, have you ever heard of Manjaro? I said, I have. I says, but I don't think I want to go on it. He says, oh, it is safe. And then he sent me some links, and I've been on it, yeah. So I've been on it for 2 years.
And
Lost 5 soon, but I've maintained it. I've not like gone stupid and lost so much.
Yeah,
I've kept it a healthy weight.
Yeah, and that's it's great. It's brilliant.
But people see it as a cheat because Mounjaro, you have to work with it. Like you have to.
You've got to respect the drug, haven't you? At the end, of the day.
You've got to eat got to eat the right food. You've got to exercise. Like you can't just go on it. It's a miracle drug and you can't lose your weight the day after.
I know so many people who have taken, whether it's Mounjaro or Ozempic or one of the weight loss drugs, and it's flown off them, like to the point where they look almost like, oh my god, like where have you gone?
Yeah.
But it's either they don't respect the drug, so they just take the drug.
Yeah.
They don't
and then don't
amend
change
the lifestyle.
Yeah.
And they expect it just to be this miracle drug.
Yeah.
And then for whatever reason, whether it's that they've hit their target weight or they can't afford to keep doing it because of any costs or whatever it may be, or they can't get it prescribed or whatever the situation, that's when you start urinating of, oh my god, I put all this back on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back. But then I'm thinking that's far more dangerous because you're yo-yoing with weight loss drugs.
Yeah.
Rather than like yo-yoing in weight because you're going through periods of eating a lot and then you exercise loads and you're chemically changing your body by yo-yoing. There's someone that I know fairly well who lost quite a bit of weight. I think she was nearly at around 5 stone. She's not been able to continue it for cost reasons.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of health issues as a result, but the doctors have basically turned around and said part of it is because of what you were doing when you were taking them, because you weren't looking after yourself when you were taking them.
Yeah.
But obviously now it's, what was this miracle drug? Now is all of a sudden it's awful. I'm like, well, I don't know if it is. I think it's just that you didn't use it properly.
Everyone says to me, because they say, you've lost some weight, and I go, yeah, and I've been on Mounjaro. Oh, well, you shouldn't be on that. And then like I know some drivers who were like on a health kick and they're doing no Mounjaro, but they're exercising and eating. And I always get criticised like, oh yeah, well I didn't cheat when I'm losing weight. I'm like, it's not cheating.
No.
So basically, I had polycystic ovaries, so it's PCOS, and that was due to one of my health reasons of my weight gain. So I had to do something about it. And then obviously I got a phone call a couple of weeks ago, didn't I? I had a scan a couple of weeks ago, and I've basically, because I've lost the weight, I've basically cured myself. I haven't got it anymore. I haven't got cysts on my ovaries, so I can have kids now and not have any complications.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, you kind of gone about it the right way. Because I think, and that's, I know that's probably ingrained in you anyway.
Yeah.
From your dad, you're being brought about earning it and doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, because I've kind of, I say, battled with my weight, but I've been thinner, I've been heavier, a bit whatever. And it's such a difficult thing. And years ago, you didn't have Mounjaro.
No.
So I've lost 2.5 stone since the 1st of January. And now, one of the first things that people will say is, are you on the jabs then?
Yeah, you're on Mounjaro.
And I'm, no way. What do you not? I said, well, yeah, because I'm controlling my portion sizes.
Yeah.
I'm not having like 3 Chineses a week. That'll always help.
Yeah.
I'm trying to move more. I'm doing the things people have done for years and years. If I was able to take it, and that it would probably accelerate things for me.
Yeah.
But I'd never just think, oh great, bam, that's me done.
Yeah, that's you done. Yeah.
Because it's so dangerous. It's the same as it's the same as any. It's the same as anything like that. And it's that like that fine print, isn't it? that it should be taken as part of
But
a
you've
healthy,
lost the
balanced
weight.
lifestyle.
Like, you've lost the weight, and people are criticising over Manjaro. Does it matter?
No,
I've
don't
lost
think
the
so.
weight.
I don't think so.
At the end of the day, you've lost the weight. So why should someone?
You shouldn't have to justify how you've done it. It's the fact that you've done it.
Benefited yourself, and
Yeah.
you've bettered yourself. Why should someone turn around and say, "Well, you'd be on the jab"?
Well,
No,
yeah.
you shouldn't be like that.
No.
That's what I mean, and at the end of the day, for me, it's that old kind of that old idea of, well, it isn't your body, so why are you worrying about what I'm doing to mine?
Exactly.
And I get family, friends can be concerned, and that's great to be concerned, but ultimately, if it's your choice and that's what you feel comfortable doing,
Yeah.
you go for it. I've had people say, "Oh, I wouldn't do it like that. I wouldn't lose weight like you were doing." Or during lockdown, I lost 4.5 stone in lockdown, and I looked very different at the end of lockdown than I did at the beginning. But then someone said to me, "Oh, I thought you lost too much." See? But it's not your weight.
It does me. I'm sorry.
It's not your weight, so don't worry about it. Are you happy as you are? Well, yeah. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
You don't see me having a pop at you.
No, exactly.
Shoe off.
Yeah. It's yeah. And again, it's your reason, isn't it? Because like for me, I've struggled with weight for a good few years. I've had some health issues, kind of arthritis, again, the knees, your joints, your ankles, and I'm waking up as a nearly 37-year-old thinking, why I am aching as if I've done back-to-back marathons. Like, what's wrong? Why I'm hurting? Or like trying to get down on the floor to play Hot Wheels with my 2-year-old, and I'm like, I got to think about how I'm going to get up because like I'm aching. I was diagnosed back in December with OSAS, or obstructive sleep apnea syndrome, where I had sleep apnea. I was basically they showed me the readouts, and when you stop breathing in the night as part of sleep apnea, I was holding my breath for 6 times longer than what would be recommended to save.
Oh my God. What do they do with that then? How do they get about it?
A lot of it is if you're not willing to lose the weight, which some people aren't. A lot of it's weight related. Because it's basically it's the weight on your windpipes and your breathing, basically. It compresses your windpipes.
I didn't even know that.
So then they told me that I was 78% more chance of having a heart attack by the time I was 40.
Good God.
And I'm 37 this month.
Oh
So that was enough to say,
yeah,
I got to sort myself out.
Pack it in.
Yeah.
So whereas before I've always yo-yoed, this time it is different.
Yeah.
But I think when you've got a reason for wanting to lose weight, whether it's that you want to feel better or whether you've been told by a doctor you should or whatever, I think when you want to do it, you do it.
You do it, yeah.
I think if people tell you you really need to lose weight, it's that kind of, well, you really need to fuck off. And I think people are far more unlikely to succeed if they feel the pressure that they have to do it rather than they want to do it.
Yeah.
Because when I've wanted to do something, it's amazing what like your body will make you do. Yeah. So when do you ever have that feeling of I've driven all day for work or all week for work, I really can't be bothered to jump in,
drive home,
and even drive home?
Not really.
You don't mind so much.
No, it's Friday. I was tired Friday. I was like, I gotta drive home now.
But yeah, because you have like really early starts, 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, but
I start at 3 in the morning.
she started at 3. I don't.
So you were kind of average week look like in terms of like work and life and sleep? What does that look like for someone that wouldn't
get
know?
up at 5 to 3 in the morning. Be there, wait for 4. Work. And then roughly finish about 4, 5 o'clock. Sometimes it can be later, depending on how the roads are. And then go home, do what I need to do with me nan, because I live with me nan. And then shower, take, and then go up to his house, and I'll be there about 8 o'clock at night. So I only see him for about half an hour and then go to sleep and then back again.
And that's like 5 days a week?
Literally Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday.
And then sometimes I do work Saturday.
What's your weekend like then in when you aren't driving down to Wales? What's you because I'd imagine that if your sleep is kind of locked into that kind of 8-hour state till...
I struggle.
I'm going to say, that must be horrendous.
In the weekend, I probably... this morning I was up at 5:30. I just struggle getting back to sleep. I can't. Once I wake up, that's it. It's me.
But then that's like a lie-in, isn't it, as well?
Class is a lie-in, but I don't see it as a
No,
lie-in. I look at the clock and
say-
go, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
When you have a night out, then do you do you look forward to having a night out?
Yeah, I do, because then I can, like, don't have to
She's
be...
fast asleep
I'm
like
fast
5:45.
I don't have to be up till, like, 6:30.
Ah, okay, that's fair enough.
Because life sat
Have
open
you
at
seen
7.
Chloe? Yeah, she's sleeping over, but it's only 10 o'clock. I know she's just been to work.
It was so funny. It was last week, and I had film crew coming out to me because we're doing a piece on, like, anxiety and loneliness and driving.
Oh, okay.
And I said, we need to hurry up with the filming because I've got to have a night out tonight. And then the film crew were like discussing each other, like, frowning at me, like, what does she mean by night out? Does she mean like a piss up night out? And I'm going, no, like, that's just driver's terms. This is no, not having a piss up. So yeah, definitely going to go out at bloody Birmingham on night out in the middle of the week.
But like I said, I don't tend to have them. I want to do it. I want to have a night out just to experience this sort of thing.
Yeah.
But in my sort of the haulage industry I do is you don't. They are. You can do it.
Well, you could, but everyone would be ringing you trying to find out where you
Well,
were.
yeah.
You're supposed to turn up 6 hours ago.
It's like if I go over I'm the furthest I've ever gone in the truck I'm done now is probably Evesham, I think.
Makes it sound like that thing from Lord of the Rings where he's like, this is the furthest away from home I've ever been. So what,
But, like,
Evesham?
But then I can, like, if I go back to the quarry and then gotta take another one back up, I can do it, but I'm like, well, there's no point.
There's like, yeah, you could just now.
I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it, sort of thing. But where you are forced sometimes to have a night out because of traffic.
Yeah.
And
This is one to kind of put you on the spot a bit.
Go on.
And you haven't had any pre-warning of this.
Oh, here we go. He likes doing this.
But obviously, with the potential for kids,
How is it going to happen?
how does kids and the current job, and I'm thinking things like sleep, because I can tell how sleep begins to feel like something that you kind of remember existed.
Yeah.
But you think it may be a myth, to be honest, because at one point it was horrific. But still, not every child is. I used to call my son a sleep terrorist, because that's what he was after, my sleep. But how would you see that working? Would you still kind of think, right, well, I just need to amend the type of work I do, or would you still...
I'd probably have to amend it. I don't know what I've not thought about that yet.
But you've got plenty of time. Don't get me wrong,
I'm in the process of doing like tree surgery. So I'm in the process of doing me. Well, I've been trying to do it for the past few months, but I've been so busy trying to book it. But I'm doing me chainsaw course.
I thought then we were going to have a really big, like, world exclusive, because you kept it quiet about the HGV. I was like, she's going to say no, she's a tree surgeon. She's going to come out and say I've passed my stuff. Have you passed it?
No, I've not even booked it yet. I'm in the process of it. So
Tree surgery.
when we film you saying you've passed it, because then by the time it goes out, you'll pass. It's great.
yeah.
No, that's cool though.
It's just because my dad does it as a job, so I wanted to, like, I just thought, would it be easier to go and do that and have the kids? But then I don't know, because I know some people who are drivers and can juggle the kids, but it's just the hours and what jobs that they do.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, and that's the kind of the shit part about it is if you're on a Friday, you are booked to finish at 4:00,
and you've got to go pick kids up.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden one of the motorways is closed.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
If you then you got to have a night out on a Friday night, come back on the Saturday. You've lost half of your Saturday and pretty much all your Saturday to spend with your kids. Then Sunday you've got to be leaving at 3:00, so you're going to bed at 9. So you've lost your weekend. Like.
But then it's cool then, when you're waiting, for your mum or dad, and they turn up in a lorry. Be like,
Well, yeah.
I'm off home in the lorry.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I've had to take the lorry home a couple of times in the terrace street.
So my wife basically more or less grew up in a lorry with her dad, because again, it would be that she would be out, he'd be out and about for work, and whether they had childcare, whatever the case was, all right, I'll take you with me. And yeah, I don't know, but it is something, because I think now, as I say about my office job, my desk job, but knowing that I kind of landed on my feet, because it was the case of, well, I work from home, so I'm already in that. I haven't got to worry about, like, all right, I've got to make sure I start work on time, and I'm really lucky. I got a really flexible employer anyway, but I
it's
can
how you drop on into it.
Yeah, I think that's what it would be.
Yeah.
And you've experienced it to a degree, obviously.
Yeah.
A daughter yourself.
Yeah. It was hard when I first started.
Was it?
Yeah. Because again, sometimes I'd have to take a load of concrete to a place at 4:00 in the afternoon. And then by the time I'd do that, go back to the yard, jump in the car, I was going home till 6:30. And then it's like in bed now. And then again up early, so you've lost 2 days.
You go out see.
It is difficult, and then you get the weekends then, and you want to earn that extra bit of money for a rainy day.
Yeah.
But you're working Saturday, so you've lost your Saturday or Sunday. I do it now, but now it's more flexible. I'm the person I work for now, not the other one. I'm kind of like I got a time limit sort of thing.
I remember you saying that.
So basically, I park the truck in the quarry. The quarry closes about 4:30, so I've got to try and get myself back at 4:30.
Whatever happens, you've got to get back. But which is nice.
You
kind of have not a guarantee, because you've still I've passed your house and the lorry been outside the house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he's obviously not going back to the quarry.
Yeah. But then that's another sort of. It's not my lorry, but still, I got a full tank of fuel in there, and especially these days where fuel is. You got to remortgage your house to fill up your tank.
Oh my god! I nearly had a stroke last week.
But yeah,
it's so expensive, isn't it?
It's ridiculous.
It's
ridiculous.
Well, it's frightening in like what you were saying about holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't know if you can go on holiday.
Well, they don't know. Like one minute they say, oh yeah, we got enough for however long. They're scaremongering. The next thing, like, no, we got 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then they say, oh, well, we're condensing flights and we're looking at the most popular places, and then they're thinking, oh, it's just the uncertainty.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so looking ahead then, obviously you mentioned the tree surgery then, and the possibility of having children.
Yeah, I've not even thought about that one yet. So,
what's your next steps then? Are you just going to keep on trucking?
Oh, he waited. He waited all that time before using it.
Are you a social media? Are you going to branch out to like different social media platforms as
I've
in
not
YouTube?
even thought about that.
No,
I just like doing my own thing.
Yeah,
I don't really
just take it a step at a time. See what's natural. See what's organic.
Yeah, exactly. What would you give, or what would you say to a woman then who wants to start being a HGV driver?
Do it.
Yeah. For the love of it, or because obviously people would now possibly look at it as a potential job when they wouldn't have years ago. Would you say just do it then?
Yeah, I'd do it. You do it. I worked in childcare. Was in that for 3 years. I loved it because I could give the children back to the parents.
That is the one small thing about being the parent.
It wasn't good pay, and then COVID hit. I had to find a job to pay my bills because I couldn't afford it. So I worked in a care home, and then that was just the worst experience ever through COVID. Seeing patients just die. Yeah, horrible. And then I just, when they changed the age to 21, changed the age from 21 to 18, even though I think it was nearly 21 anyway. I thought, do you know what, I'm going to try and do my test. And I think I passed at 22, I think. I passed my test.
Yeah, and you kind of you knew anyway with the generation.
I knew
anyway.
with the with it being in the family,
Yeah.
I knew already that I wanted to do it anyway. I just was too scared to go for it, because when I brought up the idea of driving, my dad was like, fuck off, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. And my family just was so against it. But then now when they
Why
see...
do you think that, though?
Yeah, what were the
I think it's because of their experiences. Like, my dad never was really... Well, he had us in the cab with him, but sometimes he wouldn't. He'd be on nights, or he'd be back home dead late, and he hasn't got the family time. And then my granddad, he was away all the time in his lorry. And like, you got to think back in the 70s, you got to think 70s and 80s.
There was no luxuries.
There was no luxuries then.
No.
It was, my granddad used to sleep on a wooden board across the seats, and used to cook his beans in the engine when the engine was running.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they didn't want me to go for it because obviously they've experienced it. But obviously it's different nowadays.
Yeah.
You've got the facilities, you've got the service stations, you've got, like, you can get your air fryer in the truck now and
Yeah.
cook your
Yeah.
food.
Have you seen Trucker Liam on TikTok?
I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just incredible.
He's amazing. He's got a
basically-
dishwasher in his trunk.
That's I think that's cool, Nick, because it's owned in that space.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not even
Yeah.
a truck, which is class.
You know, because you need to make it feel like a home away from
Yeah.
because you spend so much time in
Yeah.
that track.
And he has literally spent it's curved
It's
telly,
so many, curved TV,
Xbox.
Xbox.
Nintendo DS,
Yeah.
there's goggles, and then he's got this big massive power unit on his passenger side, and it just powers everything.
Yeah.
His dishwasher, his air fryer.
That's crazy.
He has like cooking, like his gas pans.
I generally
everything.
It's mental that
He
there's a
cooks
truck.
pizza. He makes it from scratch, like mixing bowl, and I'm
But
like,
it's like it's mental
I
that
just
there is
go,
a
just go
truck.
pizza up.
yeah, I'm like,
Just
oh,
go
fuck
pizza up.
There's a truck in the UK that has a dishwasher, and I don't. My house hasn't got a dishwasher. I do it manually. So the fact that there's a truck driving around with a dishwasher and an air fryer, what am I doing wrong?
And he's got a keg,
Yeah.
pint puller as
Yeah.
well.
So what line of work did your siblings get into then? Because you mentioned about like your brother and that. What line of work was it still within like the trucking driving business?
My brother's waiting to. Paul, he's waiting for his 18 until he's 18. He's
Okay.
passed his tractor test, and he's working. He's truck washing, so he's washing the trucks on a different company, like locally, and he's working on a farm. So he's been doing a bit of that, but he wants to go into driving. He's just obsessed. And then the other one's just farming.
Do you think
That's a tough old job.
farming?
Yeah.
That's a tough
It
tough
is.
industry.
It is. But I think TikTok has a lot to say about bringing people into the
It is,
HGV
yeah.
now, definitely. And the likes of Trucker Tim, and the kids are just obsessed. Obsessed with him. And now there's just...
But that's great, Nick.
Oh, it's
you know, 'cause
brilliant.
It's, you know,
It's
because
brilliant.
it's breaking down barriers and it's making.
That's what social media should be for.
That's what it should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's making it accessible, and
Yeah.
it's allowing people to see. Listen, this is a viable career choice for you if you want to have it. Whereas I think previously, lots of different types of jobs, you're kind of pigeonholed from a really young age.
Yeah.
Of you're from a certain area. Well, you probably won't work as this, or you like you like arts and crafts or whatever.
Yeah.
You
It's
never
like,
work on a building
you got
site.
carpentry,
Yeah.
you got carpentry, care, or beauty, and it's like,
Yeah.
pick three, and I'm thinking, I don't want to do any of that.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
But you can't
exactly.
drive until
Well, yeah.
21, and
Yeah.
they changed it. Back when I was in college, it was 21, and then they changed it.
But then nobody will take you on because you can't insure somebody that's
Yeah.
younger than 21, and then you haven't got the experience.
No.
If you haven't got the experience and you're under 25, it's so
You're
difficult.
knackered.
You're
Yeah,
knackered.
yeah.
I found it difficult to find. Well, my first job was on the milk tankers, and then I just didn't like it at all. So went onto the Artex, and then I am where I am now at Cantrell. So
I want to do my class 1. I done my class 2 out of a whim. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I didn't think of truck driving would be my career.
Yeah.
I was in Halfords for 10 years as a Sunday worker, made my way up to a assistant manager, but then got laid off, made redundant. And then the Welsh Government were doing something called the React grant, where they would pay for you to get back into work, but pay for your training.
Okay.
So I done my class 2, and I had it for free, and it was like brilliant.
That's brilliant, that is.
But then to do my class 1 now, it's a bit just silly money, you know.
It is silly money.
Just to do 2 days, you can do it like a 2-day thing,
like an intensive thing.
and it's 1,800 quid. I'm like, I can't pay that for 2 days. I know.
And then have you got to redo it every few years?
So it's like, no, you got your CPCs every 5 years.
Yeah, which I...
Is that the one you've just been doing?
Yeah, I left mine to the last minute. See, I thought, 5 years? I don't know what I'm going to be doing in 5 years.
Yeah.
I come to 5 years, I'm like, fuck. So I've had to do £200.
I thought I don't do that again.
No.
I do one a year now.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
To be fair, I've got mine next week.
Oh, nice. Cool. Well, I think...
I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, me too. And I just want to say that Mental Truckers and Girl Talk are doing a fantastic sort of...
Oh, yeah, they're brilliant.
Doing a fantastic job at what they're doing.
Even when you're struggling, like, if you're struggling and there's always girls in that group that'll speak to you or talk to you and pick you back. Yeah, it's really good.
But
really good group of people.
But would you say then any lorry drivers who are find it quite tough then, finding it lonely, what can you say to them? What would you want? What would you say is an option to go, right? Okay, just to give them a bit of a.
Well, just talk to people. Just talk. If you are struggling, just talk to folk. At the end of the day, that's how you. I think, like you say, was at the beginning when you were saying about certain people can't talk about certain things. Like just talk.
Yeah,
that's all you.
Yeah. But no, I've really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming down.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When he told me, he said she's coming down. I was like, oh right, okay. So where so where are we meeting? Like halfway, or no, she's coming down all the way. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
I thought we just may as well make a weekend of it.
Well, yeah, you got plenty of places to go.
Castles.
Oh, you got plenty to choose from.
You love your fill.
Oh my gosh!
He's like, no, we're going back home tonight. It's tomorrow, aren't you?
If you hang around till Monday, Wingstop's open 11 on the 11th.
But no, you could tomorrow. Yeah, it's nice weather tomorrow.
It's supposed to be alright.
Is it?
Yeah, there's lots of different bits and bobs to see. To me, like the tourist information board.
I know.
For Wales.
Tour guide, Barbie.
Yeah.
That's where you are. Right. Yeah. Thank you again for coming on. Yes. Thank you for talking. I hopefully that somebody in the trucking community looks at this and goes, okay, I'm a woman, I want to do it, or I'm lonely, and I'm gonna speak and reach out to anyone. Then that's job done. Then.
100%. Well, that's the point.
Yeah,
that's the point.
Yeah, exactly.
If just one person looks at it and says, "Oh, do you know what? Yeah, I know what that's about." Whether it's overcoming adversity, whether it's losing weight, whether it's driving lorry, whatever it is, it's about that connection of, "Oh, do you know what? Yeah, I felt like that." That's what it's about. Yeah,
exactly. I just want to say a massive thank you as well to Stephen of George & Co. for letting us use his meeting room.
Yeah,
it's lovely. Possibly, maybe permanent. Don't know.
Maybe.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you can like and subscribe to us, follow Chloe Drag a Snail on Instagram and TikTok, and just give us a share, give us a like. Yeah, you done?
I think you've done very well.
Thank you.
You can come back next.
Cool. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again on the next one. Bye bye.